Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. In today's video, we're looking at another ship from the SSI line. Now this is another non-combat speeder bike which is called the Merlin Speeder, which is this lovely thing sitting right behind me. So this is a very sleek, very elegant looking ship that's designed to get you from one place to another as quickly as possible, and it also features a nice bit of stuff for you to fiddle around with if you wanted to. So pressing F10 and finding this in spawn menu, the Merlin Speeder is 156 small blocks, using the Heavy Industry, Automatons, Warfare 2, Sparks of the Future, and Wasteland DLC packs. Got a nice bit of information about it, such as a little story behind it, and of course its PC on block count. So simply give this a thumbs up, which I already have, move around towards the very front, have a quick look around the outside, then maybe just slam it into a mountainside to end the video. So my character can now bugger off just a little bit, there we go. And at the very front for the Merlin Speeder, this is what we get. So what's currently blinding us is a Wasteland spotlight, which should prove very nicely if you're playing with a very dark Skybox. Right above there is a top-mounted camera so we can get a good view of what's going on. Then below the spotlight we've got ourselves an atmospheric thruster to help slow this thing down. If we were to move around onto the side, we'll see a button purely there for some decoration, but we also have an access panel that's been opened up to allow you see all the gubbins inside, just to add for more decoration. To the left of that is our atmospheric thrusters for our left and right, with a nice bit of hazard skin to break up all this blue. And over to this part, there's our saddle cockpit sitting on some beam blocks to drive this thing around. Right behind the saddle cockpit is a cargo container for you to store a few bits and bobs inside, and we can see a warfare battery with an access panel on the side of there to once again fiddle around with if you wanted to. Down to here is another atmospheric thruster. Ooh, black bug there, wonder what's spawned in the background. Yes, here's another atmospheric thruster to move us around, attached onto the main body by a cylindrical column. If you want to move around onto this part, there we go, around towards the very back of this thing, there's the back of that thruster. And then we've got another thruster on the opposite side, but in the middle of the main body, instead of any thrusters, we then got some heat vents which will open up as we drive this thing around. Moving all the way up and looking down this thing, there we go. There's our warfare battery, there's some great use for our neon tubes, there's an antenna facing backwards, there's our saddle cockpit, there's some more great use for our leather blocks, adding a bit of decoration. Then above some more atmospheric thrusters, some barred window blocks, just to cover them up and make them look a lot more neater. Over to that part, there's our top mounted camera right next to our blaster edge block. Then moving all the way down under this thing, past that atmospheric thruster, down to here, there's a magnetic plate, there's the bottom of those atmospheric thrusters, another magnetic plate, there's a small ejector or even connector to dock this thing up and recharge our battery, there's a gyroscope, and there is the very back of the speeder. And there we go, that's a brief look around the outside of the Merlin Speeder, and as per usual from the SSI line, it looks bloody fantastic how it's all been set up. And in fact, now that I look at it, further away we get, it kind of looks like one of the SSI ships, one of the large block ships, that's simply being shrunk down into a tiny block form, which is very novel stuff. So grabbing hold of my character and bring it over to the saddle cockpit, bring up the HUD, these are the controls we get, but first of all, undoing that, lifting this up, and then pressing number 1. So number 1's for that top mounted camera so we can get a good view of what's going on, number 2's for our ejector connector below the ship to dock it up, number 3 is for magnetic plates to lock and unlock them, number 4 and number 5 is for your batteries to auto and recharge or to turn them on and off. Number 7 for that spotlight at the front to turn that on and off. Number 8 for your magnetic plates once again, but this time to turn them on and off. And then number 9 is for your antenna to turn that on and off. And there we go with the controls. So with that all done and out of the way, now it's time to drive this thing around. And don't worry about the skybox up there, it is a little bit wonky because I'm on the wrong side of the planet. But we're just going to tilt it like that. That's a lot better, still very wonky. But here we go, moving forwards, as you expect, we've got a nice bit of speed out of those two small atmospheric thrusters. Coming to a stop, there we go. We are a little bit slower than moving forwards, but still very respectful at the end of the day, and we can always do a 180 to slow ourselves down a bit quicker if that's what you need. Moving left, and then moving right, there we go, some nice speed with that. Moving down is going to be gravity based, and then moving up, we've got 3, so we should be faster than everything else, and yes we are. Then as for gyroscope controls, as you saw from the 180, there's a small hint away in there so it's not too uncontrollable by flicking around as soon as you move the mouse. And it certainly suits this size of ship and generally what I prefer when it comes to a small ship. So now what we can do is just drive this thing around and find a nearby outcrop to slam it straight into there to see how it crumples. And I think that's going to be a perfect candidate right there. Now we're just going to charge all the way along towards it. So hiding the HUD, here we go, all the way into it. And there we go, that was a lovely crash. And it looks like it's taking out the battery for some odd reason that's now completely gone. That is pretty much it. The Merlin Speeder. It's a lovely little speeder to use in your world. Do you want to have something quick to move you from A to B as fast as possible? It's got a lovely design to go along with it. It can easily be upgraded with weapons if you need to have offensive capabilities. and should be fairly easy to build in survival mode, so there doesn't seem to be anything too expensive attached onto this ship. So there'll be a link to the description below to wish to download it and play around with yourself. I highly recommend you do, and I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.